kids. And the great thing about it is we can improve so much from this. There's so many things we could have done better tonight. And if our kids will stay hungry with the right demeanor and humble, I know we can get a lot better than we played tonight. And you know, they had 100 plays, and that just wore our defense out. And I was scared to go tempo because they needed a break. It seemed like every time. And the crowd was electric. It made for difficult, but we handled it pretty well. Had very few penalties because of that. And I think there's a lot of growing up that happened tonight with some kids, and then the maturity in some showed. And hopefully we'll take all the positives from it and be excited about the win, but look at everything that we didn't do properly and get better for next week.
All right, questions?
Does Chad have that hit factor that you just know when you see?
He's got some kind of factor. I don't. There's sometimes it's you know, I was a bit frustrated with him Sunday night. He was glued into one receiver on a lot of our combo routes, and I know we had open guys that. And he'll learn from that. That's the thing. He comes over and he wants to know what he did wrong, and he's hungry to learn. But he certainly can make plays. He proved that again tonight, and against a really, really good defense. So yeah, he's a gamer. He's got some hit factor to him for sure.
Created 5 turnovers, 2 on special teams.
Yeah, those are huge. You know, for us to win the turnover. I told most media before the game, I really thought that. At the end of the day, if you looked at who won the turnover battle, who had the most explosive plays, that's probably the team that would win the game.
How long did y'all practice that play to Attaboy Joe on the tip?
You know what? That happened actually in my prayer time today. That's the only thing I can say about that is to God be the glory.
Was there anything you were going through your mind initially when he threw it up?
What are you doing, Chad? Exactly. He came over and I said, brother, you need to pray hard tonight and thank God. Let's don't do that again.
The reviewed plays, did you think that he had thrown it before he crossed the line?
Oh yeah, I mean, my guys upstairs were pretty confident that, you know, both legs and the ball have to be over the line. And I was pretty confident that his back leg was behind the line, at least, if not more. I don't know what it ended up being, but my guys up top were pretty confident too.
You mentioned how the defense got gassed. Marquise Haynes, though, at the end of the game comes up with a huge pressure that results in an interception. It seemed like they still had a little bit of...
We just found a little left, but it was certainly... I tell you, when you come on the road, you can only bring 70 guys. You know, the home team can dress, I think, 15 more. That special teams and all those things that go into it. This is our first time on the road and a very emotional... I mean, we were drained, and we will have to go back, and I'll have to talk to Paul and Pat and make sure, you know, what do we do? Do we need to evaluate the plan we had? Because we certainly we were gassed.
Was this Robert at his most impactful?
I thought so tonight when he was not so gassed, but we had to come in and get him an IV. But man, first half I thought he was pretty special. Maybe the first time that I've seen him finish plays, you know, when he had the opportunity to all the time.
Did you have the desired balance on offense tonight that you wanted?
We had enough. It was kind of a weird game to call, really, in the second half for me. It just, your defense is gassed, so you don't want to go tempo. Yet you got to get some first downs, and you know, they were able to match us with their calls pretty much because we're taking our time, and they're really difficult to run the ball on. But we had we found a few things that gave us some good runs that I thought kept us just enough balanced.
You look dry, no Gatorade shower 2 years in a row. Is this not an upset anymore?
Well, we certainly think that we are at a point now where it's not a shock. You know, I still say it would be an upset in most people's eyes to do it here. I don't think it's been done 2 years in a row, maybe ever. I don't know, maybe ever. So maybe, you know, it has.
No, it's the first time ever.
First time ever. So I would still say that that's you know, a surprise to a lot of people. I don't think it surprises the people in our locker room. My pregame was the shortest it's ever been. I just told them, you're good enough to win. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to be anything you're not. You know, let's go be who we are. And see if it's good enough.
You ended the game with Sims, Rawlins, Patterson.
Yeah,
I mean,
bunch of young ones.
yeah, but they held their own.
And we'll have to watch the tape. You know, I really, that last scenario there is one that keeps you up at night as a coach. You know, you got a field goal kicker that can make that. And if he makes it, it's over. But they could block it and run it back. You got a yard that you need. You know, most teams you feel like you can get it, except for against them. They're just really, really good at that short yardage interior stuff. And you know, I think we made the right call. I thought we used the clock wisely. We got it down to as little as we could, and then we just had to play prevent and hold them out of the end zone.